Namaste. Good morning. This is Destiny. It is Sunday and it's the first day of September 2019, September 1st. And as I always say, it is a beautiful Sunday. Good morning. Yes, it's still early, but like I said, my mind was up early this morning, and like I said, I'm always got thoughts just flowing in, and revelations and knowledge and just different things. Like I said, my gut intuition, my soul consciousness is constantly talking to me, and that is because I am a writer. I write. I write articles and different materials and things. I'm a writer. I write. I have written books, not yet published, but I have written several books, and I know they need to go in print. But when the appointed time, it would happen. But this morning, let me tell you what happened. Got this revelation, and I was writing it so fast, so I wouldn't miss anything but my Creator was revealing to me and wanted me to say. And so I'm just going to have to read it off the paper so you all can get this. This is a very absolutely important message that I think we all can get something from this and learn from this and get a revelation and understanding, because this is powerful. And when it started pouring out of me, I grabbed the paper and I grabbed the pen, and then I said, I'm not going to miss this one, because a lot of times there has been times when things begin to flow out of me and words, and I just didn't get up and didn't take the time to go get the pen, and I said, I'll remember it later, and then I could not remember it. And there are other times that I did not go and get the pen and so I can write. But he was so gracefully kind and willing enough to bring it back to me so I can have opportunity to write it. I'm going to get right into this. I got my paper. You might not can read it, but I'm going to read it from my paper, because I don't want you to miss this. But this is a revelation that the Creator gave to me, and it was about 8:07 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I was lying in my bed this morning, and bam, he gave me this topic. What's in your bag? Let me say that again. What's in your bag? Now this is like how he gave it to me. I was just going to read it. Some people are like a bag of trail mix. There are so many different varieties in the bag to choose from. And you don't want to resist any of them, because you want to taste all the flavors. And that's exactly what these people that you call busybodies, always up in everybody's business, trying to be everybody's savior. Well, he said that is exactly what these kind of people do. When it comes down to people in general, they will be like leeches. They will hang on to everybody, and they start learning what everybody believes in and what everybody likes or what everybody is doing. And they'll tell one person over here, oh, I'm down with you, I'm agreeing with you, yes, I'm on the same level, I'm on the same page with you. But then they go to the next person, oh, I'm down with you, I'm in agreement with you, I believe in what you believe in. We don't do those things like that. No, we do this exactly what you're doing. Then they go to the next person, and they continues repeating the same thing with different people for whatever they are believing or whatever they are doing. And they just going through the bag of trail mix, picking out whatever they want to pick out, and they are eating up all these different varieties of things, but they're eating up out of people's kind-heartedness, believing and trusting in that person, okay? So, these people that I'm talking about, these little busybodies skipping all over the place, trying to get into everybody's business and trying to be in good graces with everybody. These people, they confess to be associated with you and that their beliefs are the same as yours, and that their faith is on the same level as yours, and that their faith is on the same wavelength that you're on, then as years and years and years, they have believed this very same thing that you're believing. And also, they'll tell you that, oh, girl, guy, or whatever, I'm believing the same higher power that you believe in, the same God you believe in. I don't believe in all that other stuff that other people's talking about, but you just told that other person, I'm in tune with you. I'm in agreement with you. I'm believing in what you're believing in. I'm believing in the faith you're believing in. I got you, girl. I got you, guy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch those kind of people. But they will constantly say, I'm agreeing with you. But you walk around the corner and you see them talking to somebody else and you hear their conversation. They just told you, I don't believe in that. I don't do that. But because now I'm with someone else who's doing this, and I'm with someone else who is in agreement with something totally different, now I got to change what I told the other person and the other person and the other person and the other person back. Now I got to come up here because now this person saying I'm doing this and I'm following this and I'm in this faith, I'm in this religion, I'm believing in this God, I'm believing in this source or higher power, whatever it is. Now I got to agree with this person. But you did it so many different changes with so many different people all the way down the path. You're going through that bag of trail mix and you picking out different varieties and you're telling people these things. I believe in your higher power. I believe in your God. I believe what you believe in. I walk in the same things that you walk in. All these other people out there talking all this crazy stuff, I don't agree with them, but you already told them, I agree with you. I'm down with you. I got your back. I'm your real friend, Okay, let me keep going. But you know what? I've learned because I experienced this. I experienced this with specific people, and you gotta watch these specific people. They hang on to you, and they cling on to you, and they're like, "Oh, you're so wonderful. Oh, I just like being around you. I love your energy. I love your positivity. I love and trust everything that you say, and you're doing these wonderful, great things. And I got the same faith. I got the same beliefs. I believe in this." And then they just all over you, trying to sweep you in, trying to pull you out from the bottom of the bag of the chips so they can chew you up with their little stupid false accusations, really what they are. And they know how to run the strip real well because they done played this game over and over and over again so many times in their lives with so many different people. It has become so easy to do now because now, whatever that you continue to do consistently, it becomes a habit. So now it's a habit. So actually, really, when they're jumping from one person and saying one thing to this person, then you're jumping over to another person and saying something else to a totally different person, and then you keep going down the path to really, they don't really, actually, I truly don't believe, and I can't believe this, that they really actually understand it or really comprehending at the moment of what they're doing because they've done it so well. Now it's a habit, so it's so easy to do. It's so easy to flow out their mouth. It's so easy to just walk up there and do what you're doing without even thinking second thought. Hey, I did this differently with someone else, or that other person I said that to, and the other person I may have spoken to. They don't see it because they are constantly being dragged in to that process of being that nosy busybody where they have been consistently have spoken these things so many times, it has become a habit. But they run their strip very well, and they have mastered it. They have mastered it. Whatever was in that bag of chips, that trail mix bag of chips, they have mastered it so well. So, when the chips are poured all out, and whatever chip shows up with whatever their message is, whoever that person is, whoever that person they're going to embark upon next, or whoever they're going to walk up on next. They all laid out these different chips out of their bag. So whoever they show up with, whatever that person's message is all about, whatever faith that person's believing in, whatever that person, God or their higher power or the greater source or whoever they worship as their creator or divine source, whatever. These types of people become as that person. And then they start speaking what that person is speaking. They started agreeing with what that person's agreeing with. And they started saying the same things that that person is saying at that moment, especially when they got them all by themselves, where they are not around any other people, any other of the people that they have been running this line with, running down this talk with. So now they got them alone. They figure like no one else is gonna know what they're saying on this side, away from the people they have spoken to. So they gonna run a good game on you. You gotta be careful with people like that. They are so they're constantly always wanting you to say they're the best, that they're the greatest. They know they love you so much. They are so in tune with you. They are down with you. They understand you and where you're coming from. I know you and what you're feeling. You gotta watch people. People don't know you like that. You better stop believing people. You better start putting on some eyes and open up some ears and started watching around the corner and started leaning up against walls so you can hear their conversation, because I hear, I see. And I see these same people all the time, tripping all over the place, hugging up on everybody and talking about something with everybody, whatever that person is talking about, but they done told you and they done told other people. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I don't agree with that. I don't get involved in those kind of things. I don't believe this. But then you already told somebody else that you did. Now you're telling the other person you don't. But you're double-minded. That's a double-minded person. You know what the Bible says about a double-minded person? It says a double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. You better watch it. Check it out. Don't get caught in a snare. Don't get caught, because they entrap you. And they're feeding you false belief. And they're feeding you lies. And they're feeding your mind so you can think that, oh, well, you know, I don't have to check myself. This person is always telling me I'm where I need to be. I'm at my greater and higher self. And I can't get no better than where I am. No, they here to drag you down. They need to drag you down. They're going to chop you up in their little bag of trail mix. And then they're going to crumble you all out and they're going to throw you out. And then guess what? Then they're going on to someone else. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. But they always around here agreeing with everybody's message, everybody's belief. So how many, that's these busybodies out there. How many faiths are you agreeing with? How many belief systems are you attached to? How many higher powers of God are you serving? Who is your God? Or what are your gods? Or what are your faiths? And what are you believing? Truly, you don't told everybody, I don't do this one. I don't do that, what they doing over there. But you go to the next person, I'm not doing what they doing, but you are agreeing with every single person's belief, their faith, their higher source and power in their God. And you stand up in their face and you telling them this, but I hear, because I got to watch for ear. I got an intuitive inside center that is opening to hear. My gut intuition and my soul consciousness is always, you may not think I'm looking or listening. I'm listening. If I got to get up against the wall, if I had to peep over the wall, whatever, if I hear your voice, I'm going to stop, look, and listen. And I'm going to pay attention, because I got you already signaled out. I know who you are. I may have not told you who you are yet, but my gut intuition knows who you are. And I know how far I can go in with you, and I know how far I can step over the line with you, and I know exactly. I have to be very careful with the words that I speak with you, because you're not trustworthy. And I'm sorry if I gotta put it out like that. But if this does not agree with you, and this is not you, then it's not meant for you. But if this hits you, and if these messages and these words resonate with something within you, then maybe you need to check yourself. This message is not for everybody. It's for those that they know that they are that busybody, that kind of person. And if it's resonating with you and it's gnawing at you and it's tearing at you and it's really convicting you, then you need to check yourself. You could be possibly that busybody, that tricking all over the place, lying and telling everybody all these different stories, building everybody up these false lies and this false support system. You ain't all that what you are. You got to learn how to be true to people and be faithful and honest to people. But you're speaking whatever that person wants to hear. And you're agreeing with that person. And you've given that person false hope and false belief. So then you move on. There's someone else got a different story, a different line, a different message. And they're speaking of different faith, a different belief. And they're speaking from a different side of the coin. And now you're like, oh, I got you too. I understand. You know, they over there doing this crazy stuff and they talking about this crazy belief and they doing all that. You don't fed so many lies to so many people. That hurts people. That hurts. So, these busybody people, these liars, these deception people, they come in sync with all these nice people that is going through. Most of the time they target the ones that is hurting, the ones that is weak in their faith, the ones that's going through some trauma in their life, some ups and down situations that they don't know how to master or handle. And they're looking for someone to edify, build them up, encourage them, motivate them, speak some positivity in their lives. But what they're getting is, like I said, false hope. False hope. They come in agreement with whatever that person is representing. They come in agreement just to be the spotlight to every person's life. They are the superhero. They want everybody to know, I'm the superhero. I came in, I saved the day for this person. I came in, I saved this person's life. I came in to them and I spoke what they wanted to hear and what they needed to hear because I had the right words. I am the one that the spotlight needs to be turned on. I lifted this person out of their hard time, their hard day. I gave them what they needed. Now I think I should get some kudos on my back. Pat me. Look at me. I am the greatest person around here, and everybody turns to me when they need someone to come to. But be careful. Who want to come to someone if you knowing that you're not right in spirit, that you're not genuine in your words, in your character? I mean, you know, stop hurting people. Stop building people up with false beliefs, okay? You don't need no kudos. What you need is a pat on your head and a kick in your butt if you're hurting people. Hurting people hurts people. Are you hurting that much or you got to hurt people? So, you're looking for kudos. And you want to be that great person, that savior and that hero in everybody's life. You want to be that person who says that you are everybody's friend. Are you that desperate and that needed for love and attention? Check yourself. Just really seriously check yourself. But I'm going to tell you, I don't think so. I don't think what you're doing is right. I don't think what you're doing should be done. I don't think that you should be getting away with it. And I hope this target those people that are doing these such things, and I hope this message will bring conviction to you, that you will stop in your tracks from where you are and examine yourself from your head all the way down to your very tip of your toes and look within inside of your heart and say, hey, that is me. And then you go to your whoever that God is, your God. Not everybody else's God or everybody else's higher power or higher soul. You know who your God is. Stop telling everybody, I believe in God. I believe in the higher power. I believe in this source. I believe in this. I believe in this. I believe. You got so many faiths and belief. No, stop believing in what everybody else is believing in. Stop agreeing with everyone else is agreeing with. Stop saying that you're down with everybody else believes. Who is your God? What do you believe in? Who are you? That's the most important. You got to come in connection with your true self. And you better stop being that chip carrier in that bag of trail mix. You got to stop carrying around that bag with everybody else in it. And if you're in that bag, I'm talking to those people who has been victim to people like this, that who has been misled and by people with these false beliefs and these false hopes. If you are one of those people, you better get out of their chip bag. You better get out of that bag of that trail mix. You better get out of it, and you better start making your own trail mix. And then you become your own. You become your own carrier, your own bag carrier. So that's my opinion. And that's what something that really came to me, because I have been watching people for a long time. I've been watching and I listen very carefully. And that's why a lot of times, like I said, I can get revelation and wisdom and knowledge, because sometimes all you got to do is stop talking. Sometimes we talk too much and we always talking, and we don't pay attention. But if you get quiet and you watch and you start observing people and you start listening, tuning in, you'll learn people very carefully. And a lot of times people are not down with you or what they say they are to you. They are not the friend that they say they are to you. They're not as attached and so in love and your best friend in, or we are family, or whatever they want to call you. They are not all of that, because they are doing the same thing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, okay, maybe 50 other people, all at the same time in one day. And the process goes over and over and over again each day, throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the months, and it just continues to keep going on. But you don't lay yourself out there to be that perfect person, that perfect being in everybody's life, saying whatever that person wants to hear. But you're going back and telling the other person, that's not me. I don't know why they over there talking that stupid, crazy stuff. I don't agree with that, but you just told the other person you did. So be careful. Stop lying. Such people, like those busybodies, they do these such things because they are leeches. They are lonely. They are hurting people. They are being through a lot of trauma in their lives, and they have not yet dealt with it, and they probably not had addressed their inner child within them. They have not come open with themselves to accept and love themselves totally and completely. That's why they are busybodies. They are double-minded people, because they are so unstable, and they are not true, and they are really not trusting friends. Because first you got to become a friend to yourself, and you got to learn to love yourself first, because you can never go outside of you if you don't love what's in you and love the person that you are, and jump and start telling other people how much you love them. It starts within you. Everything you need, baby, is within you. Love who you are. Learn how to love yourself. And they are only out for two things, and this is my conclusion, and this is what I came to believe. These busybodies, these nosy little people, these little people who want to be the superhero in everybody's lives, are out for two things. And number one, that is to make themselves look good. And number two, and that is to make themselves a name, a powerful name, that they're the greatest and most powerful person of everybody in the whole wide world, that they're the only person that you can come to because they got your back. They want a name as a super giant hero, the savior of everybody's lives. Watch these people. And you better trust what I'm saying and believe it. And like I said, believe it. They are out. Not for you, but out for themselves. And they do not have your back like they're going to tell you all the time. They're not going to have you covered like they say they do. They're not going to be honest with you totally. I'm telling you, they are lying to you, really. They may, some things they say may be true, but they're lying. Most of the time, they got to carry on this false belief and this false lie. So they're telling you what you want to believe so they can drag you in. So you can be on their fan list. So you can be on the sideline giving them the kudos. Oh, she's the best person. Go to her. Tell her she knows everything. She's doing this right. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. You are in their bag of chips. You better get out. You better get out. You better get out because you want to save yourself. You want to save your value. And you want to save your dignity. That's what you want to do. Get out of that bag of chips. Save yourself. You got to come to know who you are for your own self. You got to begin speaking into your own life. You got to begin to know that you are special, that you are unique, that you are authentic. You got to start believing in your own self, your own beliefs. Believe in your own truths and who you are. Do you know who you are? How do you define who you are? How are you allowing other people to define you? And when you don't even know yourself? The Proverbs, the African Proverbs say, man, know thyself. And you got to learn who you are first. Start believing in you. Start believing in your own truths. Start loving you. It starts here with your love center. Your heart chakra, that's where your love center begins, and that's where the light will start illuminating. That's where the love will turn on, and it will bring peace, harmony, and light into your life. And man, when that light turns on, maybe you can start seeing these busybodies creeping around all the time up in your face, and you can see through them. I hope the light comes on for you, for your sake. Start loving who you are. Start loving your own self. At least when you come to that place to start loving who you are, being your natural, true, authentic self, appreciating your value, your greatness, and start speaking your own life in your own words, at least that's when you are going to become genuine. And you will no longer have to be lied to. And that is the message. But let me share a few books right quick. So I want you to look at these books. You probably won't be able to see them, but this book is called As a Man Thinketh. You know what the Bible said. As a man thinketh, so he becomes. And that is a good book. As a man thinketh, so as a man thinking. This is by James Allen. He has a lot of information out there on YouTube. You can look it up. I always tell you, love yourself. Get the book, Love Yourself. You can't love anybody else till you learn to love yourself. This is by Lawrence Crane. I have showed this book to you many times. It starts there. The heart center, which is your heart chakra, love has to start first with you before it can extend out to anybody else. A lot of teaching that is being taught is the law of attraction. You can Google it. There's a lot of information on the law of attraction, the universal laws. There's a whole lot. You maybe need to get into this. This is what we are talking about. And this is a book by Michael J. Lasser, Law of Attraction. Okay? And you cannot leave without having a book about trees. Get out into nature and you will start learning who you are. Nature will speak to you, and nature sends messages and signs, and they're always speaking to you. And it will tell you who you are, your destiny, your purpose in your life. And you know what? I am done. I just hope the message that I did give to you about those nosy, busybody people. So you got people constantly coming to you, always warming up to you and hugging up on you and speaking these things. Oh, you this and you that, and you always got a message for you. Watch first. Watch carefully. Don't be so easy to sink into what they're saying because they target you as a person that they can break down to their level. And I just pray that these people will get help, that they'll find love, that they'll find peace, and that they'll allow the light within them to lead them to their higher and greater self, where they can love people genuinely, purely, and with a genuine heart, and they truly really want to help people instead of wanting them to be as their savior and as the spotlight that stands out for everybody to pat them on the back, go, oh, that girl saved my day, that girl did this for me, she did that for me, she spoke that in my life, ain't nobody like her. I'm gone. I thank you for this message, and I thank you for spending this time with me. Go and get you some books and started reading, started reading, started reading, and started reading, and started reading, started searching, started having conversation with your divine source and your higher power. Your God, your God. I mean, your God could be anything that you worship. Anything that you believe in, it becomes your God. So, like I said, don't get hooked up on the names. Your divine creator, your higher power, your higher source, whatever it is, your soul consciousness is where you need to get to, your higher and greater self. So allow your gut intuition to come in and let that gut intuition be your best friend. Let it be the one that give you the praise and the honor and all that you need. And then you allow your soul to start building you up where you can speak your own truth of your own life. As a man thinketh, so he becomes. To watch what you're saying, and you watch what other people are saying over you. And if they're not saying what's agreeing with you, and you need to cut them off, because they're out to ensnare you, enslave you. I love you. Namaste. This is Destiny again. You can comment on this video, leave some things that you might want to say to me. I'll see you in the next video. And have a great day. I hope you got this message. Especially the busybodies out there that's doing this. I hope you got the message. And I hope this was a conviction to you. Love you guys. Bye.